The sodium-potassium pump is responsible for maintaining the electrical charge inside the cell and keep the cell's resting potential by pumping out sodium ions and pumping in potassium ions with the help of adenosine triphosphate, also known as ATP. Leaky ion channels are also responsible for altering and stabilizing the electrical charge inside the cell and keep the cell's resting potential. This type of transport that takes place in the sodium-potassium pump is active transport, and is moving ions from a low concentration to a place with a high concentration, and thereby creating an electrical tension between the two sides. Both sodium ions and potassium ions are positive, but the pump will remove 3 sodium ions in exchange for 2 potassium ions. This will make the environment on the outside much more positive and create a voltage difference of -70 mV, which is the cell's resting potential in its non-activated state. The sodium-potassium pump is a transmembrane protein that has the ability to bind with both sodium ions and potassium ions inside and outside of the cell. When 3 sodium ions are attached to the pump, an ATP will bind to the pump and lose 1 phosphate and instead becomes an ADP. The phosphate will stimulate the pump to change shape. The pump releases the sodium ions into the extracellular space. Now the shape of the pump allows potassium to bind, and 2 potassium ions will attach themselves to the pump. The attached phosphate will then let go of the pump, which will cause the pump to go back to its original shape it had before. And then potassium are released into the intracellular space.